Hello, everybody. It is my pleasure to present to you Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, the modern solution for modern businesses. Dynamics 365 has an all-in-one integrated business management solution that can be used on laptops, tablets, and mobile devices for all your business needs on the go. It covers all the business processes in a company, including purchasing, inventory, sales, production, finance management, and reporting. Dynamics 365 helps organizations drive consistent reporting and predictive analytics to make the best decisions at the best time. Now I would like to walk you through a short demo to overview this great product. The first screen we see of this modern user interface is the Role Center. This includes all the key functionalities needed for a particular role in the company. The Role Center that I'm using for today's demo is the Business Manager homepage, and so it includes the most important functionalities that this user would like to see. At the top of the screen, we have a menu of all the different departments and tools a business manager would normally access. Over here, I can deal with my finances, I can do my budgets, I can manage my fixed assets, do general journal entries, and see my chart of accounts. Here, I can manage my cash flow across my bank accounts. I also have access to sales where I can view my customers and create quotes, orders, invoices, and credit memos. I can oversee my purchase activities with vendors and again, create quotes, orders, invoices, and credit memos. Under approval, I have access to built-in workflow processes. In self-service, I can access user tasks and post my timesheet, which is where I record my time spent on various projects. Within the last menu item, Setup and Extensions, I have access to system settings. The system has built-in setup wizards, which facilitate the user in setting up the application alone. In the body of the Role Center page, we can see notifications where the application automatically gives you information that your role might be interested in. There is a new Headlines section here that displays business news relevant to the user's company. Under Actions, I have shortcuts available to easily create new documents, such as sales and purchase quotes, orders, or invoices. I can open my payment journal or create a new customer or vendor. The next section is Activities. This shows me a set of key performance indicators which help me see the most important business indicators for my company. In my business manager role, I can see sales this month, overdue sales invoices, and unpaid vendor invoices. And of course, I can always drill down and see more information about each of these documents. Here I have accessed the list of my overdue sales invoices. With Navigate, I can go in further and open any of the documents from this list. I can see all the entries created in the system for the selected document. This is a very easy way to drill down from the Role Center page and specific KPI to transactions posted in the system. If the document is in red, that means that there is a problem with this document. In this case, the document is overdue. Some of the KPI are green. This means that we can very easily realize where the values of business indicators are good and where they are starting to go bad. I can set up visual warning on containers, which can be green, yellow, red, or neutral. These conditions help me set up my delayed sales orders in red. So everyone in my organization who has this queue can see that we have reached this red condition and that we need to take prompt action to deal with it. From the Role Center, I can open my activities, and here I have access to my quotes, orders, invoices, purchase documents, and unprocessed payments. I can also use the system's built-in YouTube videos to view some product videos here. In the Role Center, I can find some very useful reports. I can see my top 5 customers by sales revenue, as well as my cash cycle. I can change the time frames of these reports for instant access to information across reporting periods. In my business manager role, I can also see my trial balance and go into some finance figures here. If the amount is in blue, that means that these are hyperlinks which allow me to click and open my revenue count and drill down further and open all the sales transactions of my company. The user can very easily personalize the role center. If you go to Settings, there is a menu called Personalize. In this mode, I can drag and drop sections of the role center to modify the screen to how I would like it to look. This enables me to customize my role center page to fit my needs and help me do my daily work faster. And here's one example of this. I will open the item list and I will make some changes here. I can change the freeze pane and add more columns as needed. In this way, I have modified the application according to my personal needs. I can open a record, say the customer list, click Design, and make modifications to the screen. If I want, I can add a few new fields here. Let's take credit limit and drag this onto our screen. When I'm satisfied with the changes, I can click Done Designing. Now I would like to show you another useful thing, Assisted Setup. With the help of Assisted Setup, you can import your business data, like your chart of accounts, customers, vendors, and items with Excel templates. You can set up your business email, and you can set up different approval workflows. From a finance point of view, I would like to show you something called Account Schedules. This is a configurable tool which helps you set up all the finance reports needed by your company. This is a very flexible functionality which you can use to compare budgets with real figures from the general ledger. You can change periods and generate your P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow report. If I drill into the amounts here, as I showed you on the home screen, I can directly open the transactions and documents. The system also has embedded Power BI both on the home screen, customer list, vendor list, and item list. I can open some pending tasks which I have, and I will navigate a little bit into the application. Now let's change the role center and select Sales Order Processor. You can see that my activities and my charts are a little bit different now. I can see new sections with my items and my customers, which is showing their current balance. Now let's see how sales process is organized in Business Central 365. I will start the sales order cycle by creating a sales quote, and we'll see how this is set up in the application. The first thing that I'm going to draw your attention to is the green boxes on the right side of the screen and the details below. This section is called Fact Box and it allows me to see more information about the customer and selected item. I can see all the documents that have been created or posted for the selected customer, and of course, I always have the option to drill down and open these documents. If I go to my line item, I can select different line types, GL account, item, resource, fixed asset, or item charge. Let's sell an item. I am adding the item, the location code, the unit of measure and quantity. The system is filling in the unit price, but I can also add a discount to this if I want. In the fact box on the right side of the screen, I can see some information about the selected item. I can see item availability, substitutions, sales prices, and sales discounts. In addition to this, I can also see purchase orders, production orders, or transfers for this item. In the next sections, I can find some information about billing and shipping addresses for this customer, and I can use multiple locations for shipping. Alright, so now let's talk about one very useful functionality in inventory. I can add quantity to assemble, so I have the ability to set up items which have bill of materials. I can then create assembly orders for these items. This type of order is like a kit, and I can make this kit to stock or to order. I can select multiple items and add them to my document. And again, I'm adding in the location code. As well as the quantity. And any discounts that I want to add in. When I'm ready with the document, I can print it or send it via email. When the customer accepts my quote, I can directly create a sales order from the quote. I'm going to sales orders next. What you see here is that the sales order looks exactly the same as the sales quote. If I know how to deal with the sales quote, I know how to deal with the sales order as well as the sales invoices. From sales orders, I can create purchase documents and create a purchase order directly to send to my vendor. In sales order, I have the ability to ship and to invoice. By doing this, the system will create two documents, one for the warehouse, which is the sales shipments, and the second one for the customer, which is the sales invoice. Now I can post the document and the system will create both of these documents. When the sales order is posted and the sales invoice is created, I can print the document or send it directly to my customer via email. Let's now go to the purchase module quickly. I will open one purchase order. Again, we've got general information, we've got lines and details. What you will see here is that the purchase process mirrors the sales process. If you understand the sales process, then you will know how to deal with the purchase orders. If the users in your organization have multiple roles and are dealing with purchases and sales, they will be able to pick up the application very quickly. In the beginning of the document, I have to select a vendor. In the lines, I can purchase an item, a GL account, fixed asset, or post an item charge. The item charge allows me to post freight charges, landed cost, or customs duty. If I have an item on stock and I receive a freight bill after 1 month, I can post this as an item charge invoice in the application. In this document, the user will allocate the cost to purchase receipt, which is created for my inventory items. When you have filled in all the relevant fields, you have the option to send the document as a PDF to the vendor. After posting the purchase order, I once again create two documents, purchase receipt and purchase invoice. Let's have a quick look at inventory. I will now open the item list. And from here, I will open an item card. I can set up a user-defined item number, or the system can create the items with a default number series. As you can see here, I have the description and the long description for my items. I can group my items by item categories and product groups. I can set up different unit of measures, substitutes, cross-reference the numbers of my items by vendor or customer. I have the ability to attach different attributes to my items, such as color, material, style, size, etc. And I can also attach pictures. The items have different costing methods, which are specific, standard, average, FIFO, and LIFO. In terms of pricing, I have the ability to set up purchase and sales prices and line discount percent for my items. I can prepare promotional prices, and I can set a customer-specific price and set up discount groups. We can fully replenish our inventory through the purchase, assembly, or production of items. The system is proposing full tracking by lots or serial numbers. Regarding other modules, the system has a fully integrated finance module, bank module, and fixed assets module. I have the inventory module with assembly and production orders. The system has a job module where you can create and manage a project all in one place. You can track project costs, invoice project tasks, and track and record time spent on projects. You can see more about these modules in our next webinar. Thank you for your attention.